My name is Sichula. I'm the head of strategy and innovation at Zanaco Bank PLC. First of all, we pride ourselves as a very innovative bank. Over the years, we've recorded a number of firsts in the country, from the first bank that introduced ATMs, the first bank that introduced debit cards in this market, as well as online banking. And suffice to mention that we've just been awarded in the recent past an award by the Banker magazine as the best in innovation retail banking in the country. And so you realize that innovation is in our DNA. Through this innovation lab, we support a number of innovators and incubate a number of startups and SMEs just to ensure that we include Zambia on the map in terms of technologies as well as innovation, but also create a better way of life for our people. They're various. We're a financial institution and we really love those startups that contribute to the growth of the banking industry. So our startups range from those that are providing payment solutions, those that are providing various innovation in terms of creating efficiencies in the banking industry. But as I mentioned, we also go beyond banking. We've worked with startups in the agri sector that provide solutions to farmers in terms of weather forecasts, improvement of yields. We've also supported startups in the medical field. A good example that I can cite was one that was doing some sort of telemedicine to rural areas, and so we've had quite a number. This place is open for everyone, not only for startups that are in the financial industry, as well as those that are trying to make life better in the area of non-financial. In terms of an innovation lab, I want to say from the onset that Zanaco is the only bank in Zambia with such a facility as an innovation lab. And obviously that in itself is a challenge. We are south of the equator in Africa, and predominantly, obviously, 60% of our population struggles as far as economics is concerned. And so adoption of ideas and just obviously making our people come to this lab has been quite a challenge. What we've done and have emphasized is that this innovation lab and just our innovations are open to the public. Everyone can come in. And so in ensuring that we solve for that, we've signed various partnerships. And just told our partners that as they do their hackathons and challenges and everything, this innovation lab is open. So the biggest challenge that we faced is obviously adoption of our ideas and the way of doing things as a bank. Yeah, I think we are on a positive trajectory. Kudos to government, and I want to thank them for enabling an environment that is obviously friendly to fintechs. I can cite, for instance, the Regulatory Sandbox, which our regulators and the Securities and Exchange Commission recently launched, at which Zanaco was a big part of. The national government as well in 2017 came up with a financial inclusion strategy, which is aimed at ensuring that financial inclusion is grown to about 80%. We've seen financial inclusion, for instance, being at the lowest of 4% in 2016 and 2015, and by 2016, 2017, we were somewhere around 80%, obviously with the financial included adult population being at 80%. That is an enabling environment which we are happy to be associated with. And that said, again, we've seen now a number of fintechs and startups playing a big role. And so as far as the fintech environment is concerned in Zambia, we are on a very good positive trajectory, backed by a very good environment from our Zambian government side. It's promising. I think now tech is the buzzword. Almost everyone is in that space. As I've mentioned, when you look at, for instance, the number of startups that we have, the fintechs that we have, and also banks generally now doing these partnerships with technology companies. Zanaco, for its part, because of the importance of the tech space that we saw, established a financial technology company, Digital Shared Services Trading as PayGo. We believe that for us to provide value and create a service for our customers in terms of affordable products, accessible products, one way that will give us that competitive advantage and also make us nimble and serve our customers better is through this fintech that we've established. That just is a demonstration of how the fintech space is doing in Zambia. If I look at the last 3 to 4 years, I would say that Zambia is in its infant stage compared to these countries where we're beginning to see unicorns around this space. We are moving at a very good pace. I think the trajectory is right and positive, and I think soon or enough we'll be at the levels of, for instance, the likes of Egypt, Kenya, and Nigeria. For me, what is exciting, the number of fintechs that we have currently in the country, totaling over 25. And when you look at the growth in the last 1 or 2 years from where we're coming from, that tells you that the environment is ripe. All we need is just now to gain traction and provide good services and also products that consumers in the country will enjoy. That's a very good question. So as far as our innovations are concerned, as I've mentioned, we've really done a number of firsts, and that has always been from an internal perspective. We also collaborate with external innovators to help us improve our products and services and just the way of doing things. Partnerships is a key component of our way of doing things, and that's where the UABA collaboration comes in. And UABA is bringing a component which is relatively new, particularly in this market, but big. And obviously that is blockchain technology. We've seen the offshoots of blockchain technology and the subsequent products and services and the value that has come of it. I think the biggest of them all is cryptocurrency. But as a bank, Zanaco, we see value being created through obviously improving efficiencies in the way we do our internal processes, be it our branches, how we can serve our customers better, through obviously biometrics and also embedding them in blockchain. We can reduce queues and do all sorts of things. So blockchain in advanced markets has demonstrated efficiencies, has demonstrated the production of value added solutions that have created a better way of doing things. And so our point of focus with UABA is obviously looking at what advantages we can gain from this collaboration as far as blockchain is concerned. Between the two of us, we think that we can indeed improve to the face of this country. This innovation lab is open to everyone. We aim to create a better way of life for our people. We aim to deliver value that makes life better, as I've mentioned. We aim to ensure that the solutions and services that we provide are not only bettered, but also improve communities and the country as a whole. This innovation lab is open to everyone. And it's a place of serenity. We are giving you a sandbox which is open to our 3 million customers, giving you a playground or sandbox, as it were, of an environment of 3 million customers of diverse characteristics. And as a startup or any innovator that is out there with an idea, we are asking you to come in and just make sure that you achieve your dreams. And so this innovation lab, our expectation is that it's going to achieve economic development, not only through improvement of ideas to value creating and also enhancing our SMEs, but also create overall value for the nation as a whole. Call us, we are open, we have an email, and our lines are open. We have an open door policy. As I've mentioned, we are almost present in almost all the activities around the country, be it partnerships with the likes of UABA, but also various other institutions that are doing the same things that we are doing. Yeah, in terms of running an innovation hub, and obviously innovation in general, I think the biggest thing is our core competence is in banking and financial services. We sell banking products and we create them. I think when it comes to finding the right resources for innovation, particularly with the demands that have risen from our consumer side and solutioning for those demands, that has been a challenge. I think the market does not have enough resources with the capabilities of solutioning for the demands that our consumers are bringing. So I would say that that's one of the biggest challenges that we faced. Obviously, as a workaround to ensure that we achieve these things, we've partnered with a number of collaborators. I must mention that Bongo Hive was the first innovation lab, if I'm not mistaken, in the country. And we've had a very good relationship with them just to scale up capacity of our staff to bring them to a level where they can manage innovation and also at the lab, as it were. Mobile money operators, once they moved into mobile money, I think they created a very different set of financial services in the country. I think we saw a solution for our consumers in terms of affordability, accessibility of products. And so I think banking has changed on that score. And hence, for instance, as Zanaco, we see them as partners and we collaborate on them on many issues. Right now, I can, for instance, say that we have push and pull between ourselves. We're able to pull funds and push between the two of us. As we've also got a fintech that is operating in the same space. Generally, in terms of product suite of the mobile money network operators, I think more can be done. The objective, obviously, when it comes to mobile money and the subsequent channel through which money is delivered or this service is delivered, it would be nice to have some sort of pop-up branches, a mini branch in the communities. They've done very well as far as providing banking to the doorsteps of our people, which is what Zanaco is doing. I think the next push is now creating a product suite that our people can enjoy and maintain that accessibility and affordability where we are. And I think we're in the right trajectory as far as that is concerned.